It's also factual, right? So please spare your few minutes because you are going to take something beneficial away from this. Hey guys, welcome back to your channel, Ashima's One Life. Life is one, don't think too much, just dive. Today's dive is about a real life based inspirational story, which I'm sure you're going to love it and there would be something definitely in it for you. It is about somebody we all, nearly I think almost we all know. He's made us laugh. He's a very successful person. Somewhere he's left quite an impression in our minds. But as we say, the life is not a bed of roses only. So he's had his share of challenges and tough times. But do you know, in this person's life, law of attraction has played the biggest role. So today's dive is about the law of attraction, and through this real life based story about this person's journey in his life, we would learn how it has played in, because he was so consistent and he truly believed in the law of attraction, how it really turned his life around. So guys, before I reveal his name to all of you, साथ में मैं अपने बाल भी ठीक कर रही हूँ because I just manifested a nice good inflow of hair and less outflow of my hair fall को मैंने bye bye कहा है and things are much under control. Anyways, again I'm digressing, coming back to the point. Before I reveal his name to you guys, let's take a little brief definition of what exactly law of attraction is. So law of attraction states that whatever we focus on, whatever we put our intentions on, we focus on, whatever we emotionally feel about, that is what we attract and that is what comes true in our life. So it can be good, it can be bad, but the definition says this, that whatever you would focus, bring your focus on, that is the thing that you would attract in your life. So we can say that law of attraction is the powerful tool to manifest your desires and to achieve your goals. So let's get started without further ado in exploring this challenging journey yet successful one of this beautiful person. Diagnosed with ADHD and dyslexia as a child, he recalls experiencing myriad behavioral issues while he was growing up in school. Throughout much of his life, he struggled with clinical depression, which is not easy, guys. I mean, it's easier said than done, but people who go through it truly know the pain of it. So yeah, most of his life he went through clinical depression. You know, he was always, by some, he was always called a restless child. And in one of his interviews, he recalls an instance that in school with his friends, you know, he would finish his assignment very, very quickly and then go and start troubling the others. Now, I don't know how crazy that sounds because I'm sure as kids we all have, if not done it, then maybe thought of it somewhere, right? He's the man who was cast in the lead roles in movies like Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, any guesses? The Mask, Dumb and Dumber. Of course, I am talking about Jim Carrey. He's one of my favorites, you know, he's just so funny, he's so funny. But can you imagine the kind of challenges and the kind of difficulties he covers it by his beautiful smile and his witty sense of humor. Okay, so during this particular episode, I've written down, this is my little notebook, and I've done enough research. So I love doing that. Before I jump into anything, I like to do my research. I like to, truly measure it. So I've written down quite a few things about him, and which in turn, would motivate all of us. And I mean, it's also factual, right? So please spare your few minutes because you are going to take something beneficial away from this. And let's explore his journey and enjoy some little thing with it, yeah. So it says Jim Carrey was a struggling actor and comedian in the late 1980s. I was born then. Wow. He had no money, no job, still struggling and living out of his car. That sounds adventurous, but I'm sure it must be an ordeal. It must be difficult. Despite all of these challenges, he firmly believed in the law of attraction. And I'm going to share something, as we go forward in this video, I'm going to share something with you guys that would recreate the fact that he truly believed in the law of attraction and the techniques that were used even back then. Yeah. So despite all of these challenges, he firmly believed in the law of attraction and the power of positive thinking. So, I mean, we all like to believe in the positive thinking and in the power of positivity. But what did he do? What was so different that made him so successful? He used the visualization tool and began visualizing himself as a successful actor. Imagine a guy who's still struggling, living out of his car, and success is pretty far away, but he started to visualize himself as already an established successful actor, living in a palatial beautiful home and driving a damn fancy car. He wrote himself, not even this guy, this is very interesting, so he wrote himself a $10 million check. Can you believe that? And he also dated it 5 years in the future and wrote on it, acting services rendered. Isn't that amazing? I mean, I must say, this is consistency and this is true belief. He would look at it many times in a single day. So he would look at that check many times in a single day, envisioning himself as a successful actor, experiencing and feeling the positive emotions that come with success. Slowly but surely, Jim Carrey's career began to take off. So the flight started, okay? He landed a role in a television show, and from there he got his big break in the film Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. Isn't that a lovely movie, guys? Have you seen it? I've seen it many times by now. So the movie was a huge success, launching Jim's career to new heights, making him one of the Hollywood's biggest stars that we know of today. Not only did Jim Carrey achieve the success he had envisioned, but he also managed to manifest other areas of his life. Obviously, I mean, if it was such a big hit in one area of your life, then why would you not go ahead and manifest your other areas? Maybe it can be the love life, though he was married twice. I don't know, maybe he wanted a lot. But other areas, yes, because if you're such a big believer, then success and the beautiful things that you desire, your desires, they are not far away from you. Anyway, so throughout his life and career, Jim Carrey always remained, true to his belief in the law of attraction. He managed to turn his life around by focusing on his goals, learning from his failures, visualizing his success, and feeling the positive emotions that come with it.
Did you ever imagine it would get this ridiculous? Because I know you for a long time and you're doing the series. And you've been a star on TV for a while, but now it's like crazy. These people going nuts.
The funny thing about it is I was always into this, visualization and stuff, and I years ago, it's an interesting story because I 4 years ago, I used to go up to Mulholland Drive and I used to say, I have this and that and this. Oh, it's all good and it's coming to me, and I actually wrote myself a check. And this is for real. This is not a joke. This is for real. I wrote myself a check for $10 million per picture.
This is
by Thanksgiving 1995.
Wow, look at that. This is the actual...
Yeah. Don't wreck it.
No, I don't want it. This is certainly... There you go. That's the actual check?
That's the actual check I wrote myself 4 years ago. And that's... so I'm kind of here to say that visualization does work. And, of course, now I've had to change my goals because I'm kind of getting close to that one. So...
wow.
So I've been working on something. Yeah, this is new. I'm kind of into real estate now. Can we get a shot of that?
Now these are
If I have to give you a small example, it's very, very small, okay? It might even sound silly to you, but I stopped the telogen effluvium hair fall, associated hair fall, by the help of law of attraction. It was happening in such a humongous amount, and so many times I was so depressed I would forget to take the medication, and so then I stopped focusing my thoughts and emotions on the negativity and on what was happening, and I started to focus on what I wanted. So they're still in the focusing stage. I'm still growing them, but I'm happy that I achieved, whether it's little thing, but I felt very happy once I achieved the stop of my hair fall. But I would say Jim Carrey's example, this little inspirational story that we shared today, is a very fine example of the power of law of attraction, and law of attraction, what it truly can do. So, I would say that law of attraction is no magic. It's not a magic, कि जादू हो गया. No, it's not like that. But it is a magical tool to manifest your desires, to achieve your goals. Because the only few things, if you follow, first and foremost, what is your desire? What are your goals? Most of the people get so confused. Their goals keep changing. आज मुझे ये करना है, कल मुझे वो करना है. So you are not consistent with your own goals. The first and foremost thing is your goals. They gotta be really clearly defined in your mind, and you gotta be sure that you're not going to deviate from it or change it. You're gonna stick to it. Because that is how you would be able to achieve the second point, which is consistency. So you see in the story, Jim Carrey was, the only thing he had was belief. And this was, a belief that could not be altered. He, with all his mind and heart, just believed in the law of attraction. How would you do that if your goals keep fluctuating? So you have a goal, which you sustain it, you're consistent, you use the visualization techniques, the manifestation strategies. There are many other things that one can do to achieve his or her goals and desires. So visualization, writing it down, positive thinking, meditation, breathing techniques, pranayam, all of this is related to one simple thing in life. Whatever you focus on, that becomes true. And that is the truth. So go ahead and start manifesting. Use the law of attraction in your life. Believe in it. Because remember, anything is possible if you set your mind to it. You can achieve it, and you will. Thank you so much for watching, guys. And I would be coming back very soon on a Well-Read Wednesday with some interesting tricks related to the English language. Till then, stay safe, stay blessed, and I will see you all very, very soon. Good energies always.